I'm not really sure what this video is gonna be. So I was thinking to myself, the fan favorite season of Scum is season 3. And when it comes to all the remakes, the season 3s are the ones that everybody's watching, everybody talks about. There's a lot of content, a lot of gifs, a lot of videos and such about how awesome season 3 is. And there's a lot of support for people who make fan content about season 3. And I think that there's this stereotype in the fandom that maybe 90% of the people who are here only care about the white gay guy. They don't care about the girls, they don't care about Sana. And I'm sure that there's like a little truth to that. I'm sure that some people in the fandom straight up do not care about the other characters and are only there for that season. But I think even that's complicated because there are a lot of really good things about season 3 that should be praised and are praised. And there's a reason why it's everybody's favorite, even though season 1 was specifically my favorite, but I love season 3 too. When it comes to the season 4s, the pool of people to talk to about season 4 and about how awesome it is, it's just gone from really huge to really tiny. And I definitely understand why that is. I got this comment from Lo, and I can definitely understand where they're coming from because I'm exactly the same way. I was watching Scum France earlier this year and I felt super guilty about turning off notifications and unsubscribing when season 3 was over. But it was not because of lack of interest in season 4. It's actually more important to me that they get the season 4s right than the season 3s. And you know, when I watched season 3 of Scum France, I did not have any expectations. I was just willing to watch because it was there, and if I didn't like it, what the fuck ever. Whereas with season 4, I had a completely different attitude where I didn't even want to get attached because it might hurt me the way that season 4 ended up hurting me. Hiya there YouTube, this is the future version of me. I filmed the rest of this video while episode 7 of Druck was still in process. A couple of reasons why I did not want to watch season 4 of Scum France live, and actually why I stopped watching while season 3 was in progress. I had a number of problems, which I'll talk to you about. But while I was watching and having a couple of problems with the show, and how they repeated problems from the original, and how they took things that weren't problems from the original and made them into problems, like this character, for example, who I didn't have a problem with in the original, but definitely had a problem within a French version, my goodness. I was also watching Druck and I was like, okay, this is more in line with what I actually want, and they made more changes earlier on, and more positive changes. There were some things that Scum France did that I liked it in the original, but then I loved it when Scum France did it. Like, they heightened the things that I did like. They also took some things that I really didn't like and made them worse. The thing that I hate the most, the point in time when the sexual assault storyline, when it stops being about Nora and starts being about William, and she needs to pacify and reassure him, and he offers her no support. And then in season 4, when we find out in passing that everything good about this scene specifically was just completely undone, and it was undone to create drama for the William and Nora relationship. I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. They made that worse. They made the William character much worse. But oh my god, I didn't want to see any time in Iman's season being wasted on reuniting those two people. I just don't have time for that. No thank you. And it's like, I hate that I'm not supporting Iman's season because I definitely want to like it, but I'm so scared that I won't like it, and I just want to hear from everybody else that this season's good. But unfortunately, I'm hearing that she did not get the season that she deserved. I made that video about how we could fix season 4. I recorded that back in July. Then I went on vacation and I didn't watch any of Druck, because if it ended up disappointing me, I didn't want it to ruin my whole day. Yeah, so I made this video about what I would want to see from the season 4s. And I didn't even like scratch the surface of all of the issues that I have with season 4 and with how to go about fixing those things. The Youssef and Sana relationship was just one facet of that, but it is a very important facet, I would argue. When I watched season 4 of the original Scum, I went from I'm really scared that they're gonna set Sana up with a complete dick, I do not want that at all, to what a relief, this is a nice guy, I'm so happy that she has a crush on a nice guy, to but what if this completely takes over her story? I want to see Sana play basketball, I want to explore her life further and not have this romance be like the most important thing or the most interesting thing. But then what happened was I felt like Sana felt more like the main character when she was with Youssef, and we see them play basketball together and we see her talk about things that we don't see her talk to the girls with like that much depth. In fact, when she's with the girls, she's like completely sidelined. We're focusing only on the William and Nora relationship or on the whole Pepsi Max storyline. Really didn't like that we go from Sana bottling up her feelings all of the time to we don't even see much of a cathartic moment where Sana and the girl squad, they have more in-depth conversations. We have the text message conversation. She didn't tell them at all about her feelings for Youssef, and I'm guessing that conversation happened off the screen because why take up screen time having this character who had bottled things up inside, having her talk to her friends about her feelings? No, instead we should have more updates on what's going on with William and Nora. So there are a number of things that I really like about Druck, but one of them is that I really like what's going on with the relationship between Amira and the girls. I really like that the girls already know about Amira's feelings. Yes, she's bottling things up. Yes, she's a little too quick to lash out and not reach out to them for support, but her relationship with the girls is just so much healthier. We got this scene of Mia crying on Skype. I'm an asshole, okay, but I was actually really surprised, I guess, with my reaction that it wasn't like, oh my god, Mia, I do not care about your relationship problems. This is Amira's season. Why am I even hearing about Mia and Alex's relationship? No, I didn't think about that at all, okay? Because one, we already got this really cute, really wholesome scene where she's saying, there's this guy, he's really not my type, but he's also super gorgeous and I have functioning eyeballs, so yeah, I think he's your type. And then when we got that scene with Mia where she's crying about her relationship with Alex, all of the things that they talked about in that conversation was very relevant to what's going on with Amira and Muhammad. She's wondering if being in love is enough, if you can make it work. But I really like what Mia said about acting against herself when she's with him. And I hope to God, please, 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 I hope that Mia doesn't give up on Madrid and move to London with Alex. I think that when you're in a healthy and strong relationship, that relationship should add to your life. It should not become your whole life. You know, you should be able to pursue other things, be passionate about other things, and share that with each other instead of like giving all of that up in order to be together. I do really like that we still have the religious conflict, but they're going about it in a different way. With Sana, she didn't even agree with that rule. She even told Youssef, I wish it was okay with my religion for me to marry outside of my religion. Girl, you're free to live the life that you choose to live. And it was framed as though her religion was holding her back and that it was oppressing her from living the life that she truly wants to live. And I really like that with Amira, it's completely her choice. This is something that's important to her. And even though it's like the same conflict, I really, really like that we have that difference. I don't like that Amira just completely froze Mohammed out as soon as he told her that he wasn't religious. But I really like that he talked to her about it, because when you consider season 4 from Youssef's point of view, this dude probably doesn't know what the fuck hit him. Sana was playing him hot and cold and he has no idea why, and he doesn't even ask, and he's at her house like all the time. He practically lives with her. But anytime they went and talked to each other, they were interrupted. And I really like seeing these two be able to have a conversation without being interrupted. They were only interrupted, I think, on that first date. But anyway, Mohammed asked Amira if he had done something wrong. And when he was at her house next, he talked to her. He asked her, "What's wrong? Why aren't you writing me back?" And then he had another conversation with her. I really love that scene. It's just so gorgeous. I like that they were playing soccer together. I really liked that part where she circles him and then decides to walk away. It was just so beautiful. He wants to work things out, but I really like that he knows why she rejected him. It's such a small thing, but also like really huge. I really like in episode 2 when Amira went off by herself to pray, then we see that Mohammed was guarding the door for her, and that's like such a big contrast to what happened with the original season 4 when Sana went to pray and then she was interrupted by these two people who didn't even notice her. She felt alone. But I feel like this show, we're constantly reinforcing that even though she's isolating herself, she's cutting herself off sometimes from her friends or from Mohammed, she's not alone. There are people who want to help her. There are people who want to listen to her and want to try to understand where she's coming from. And I wish that Sana had had that. And I hope that the other Sanas get to have that too. This morning we got a clip of Amira jogging, and it's really nice to see her like exercising. We see her boxing, we see her at the beach, reclaiming space in the sports world. I wouldn't complain if we saw more of Mohammed and Amira together, but at the same time, what they've given me is just like, I've been blessed with his presence so much. I've been blessed by open communication and those cute dates, but Amira, no matter what scene she's in, she's still the fucking main character. I'm watching the scenes that she has with the girls, apart from what happened with Kiki in episode 6, you know, before we got to that last clip. I don't hate Kiki. I'm just pointing this out. I do not hate Kiki. I really liked their friendship. I think that it's really cute. Okay, just want to make that clear. And I can get that since I'm still focusing on like what could happen. I'm still focusing on my stress and on my anxiety spirals to the point where I'm not fully enjoying it and I'm not really communicating to you that I do really like it and there's just so many positive things. But I really like that the girls all know about her feelings and they all really care about her. They talk to her about her feelings. She's not being sidelined within the girl squad, and that they're all being very good friends to her. They're all very supportive. I do really like this scene with Kiki where she asks Amira, please get married soon. She really wants to go to that wedding, and I'm like, exactly, I feel that way too. And then when Sam, she asks Amira if she's gonna get married soon, and the girls are like, no, Sam, she's not gonna get married soon. And I'm like, I hope you do get married soon. I really do. For the most part, unless they do something like drastically horrible, which I don't think that they're gonna do, I do want to focus more on the positives because I want to let you guys know that I do really like the show and that it's doing so many things right. And I really like that they're not copying the same mistakes that the original made. So far, they've given me everything that I wanted on a silver platter. And unfortunately for me, every time a clip drops, I'm like filled with dread that they're gonna go in a way that I don't like. I still think that there's gonna be that paranoia in my head, like we're gonna be on episode 9, episode 10. I'm gonna be actually searching for things that I don't like instead of enjoying the things that I do like. And I don't want that to be my viewing experience. There's so many positive things about season 4 that I should uplift and I should talk about, especially since there's fewer of us talking about season 4. I'm really hoping that all of the other remakes that go on to make season 4, they watch this show and they take some fucking notes. Okay, so about Kiki, after I got your comment, Amelia, I don't know if your name's pronounced Amelia. That's how it's pronounced in America, but I don't know how it's pronounced in Germany. I thought to myself, okay, I understand that I haven't said anything about Kiki, and the few things that I have said have been either neutral or negative, so that might might give you the idea that I don't like Kiki. I'm happy that she came a long way since season 1. It's just that when it comes to the Sana and Vilda relationships, not just with this remake, but with all of the remakes, I'm definitely gonna pay attention to who's apologizing more and who initiates those apologies, because definitely has been Amira. And I felt like after that first scene, was it the first scene or the second scene in episode 6, I wish that Kiki had been the one to initiate an apology, reach out to Amira, but instead the problems kind of compounded. And when Mia asked Kiki if they could just reconcile, what did Kiki say? I don't want Amira to make more of an effort than Kiki, especially since when Kiki was at her very worst in season 1, she didn't even need to apologize to Amira. Amira was still on her side. So the reason why I've been sitting on this video for so long is that this idea kind of spiderwebbed into another idea about like the struggle, the pain of minority characters. I've been meaning to address what I said in the 308 video. I've been meaning to do that for a while because I think that it's really important for me to not talk over people, and I'm worried about doing that. So I want to go back and talk about that, but that would be its own video. And episode 7 was in progress when I made the rest of this video. I still haven't seen the rest of episode 7, even though Amira's season has already ended. The last clip that I saw was a Thursday clip, and I was like, it's a Happy Thursday clips. I don't trust Happy Thursday clips since we got these 2 Happy Thursday clips, because you know shit's gonna hit the fan on Friday and I'm not ready for that. And then episode 8 is when all of the scary drama happens, and it's just draining to watch, and I just didn't watch. And then I decided to go on hikes and practice self-care, and then when I'm hiking in the park, I look at my phone, I see that I have a new comment from Inky Spines. Very ominous. After I got your comment, let me just say, the sun went down, it got dark, a coyote ran past me, the raccoons came out. I was like, I need to get the hell out, but I didn't know how to get the hell out because it was dark outside. Because summer was coming to an end and it gets darker earlier, and I can't just go on hikes right after work and expect to be one with nature for a long time. There was too much nature at one time. And yeah, on Friday the 13th, I decided not to watch episode 8. I instead watched Thelma. Excellent use of my time, can I just say. And can I just say, Queen and Inky Spines, your comments have scared me. You don't know how those problems that were brought up in episode 8 will be resolved in 2 episodes. But I think there's only 9 episodes in Amira's season, so fuck. I don't want to do a vlog because that's like too much work, especially since by the time that video's up, it's not going to be relevant anymore. But I think that we should all just have a party. We could all watch season 4 together on some website that's like Rabbit, but isn't a piece of shit like Rabbit. It's a lot less work for me, and also it'll be fun. It's like hanging out, except not in person, so it's even better, you know? Oh, also I want to offer my condolences to fans of the Dutch version. I'm really sorry that it got canceled. One of the things that I was really happy about with Druck was that even if it might not be perfect or whatever, it was like the second remake out there. So even if it doesn't handle Amira's season completely perfectly, there's gonna be many more to come, and hopefully they take some notes from this one. But that's a pretty big if, because they have to be successful enough to get to the 4th season. I hate that Sana's season is the last in the lineup. If I had it my way, it would be the 2nd season. We've gotten a Norhelm season in all of the versions except for Scum Hispania. And how many versions do you think will get a Sana season? Maybe in half of the remakes? If that. And if we do get a Sana season, will they repeat the same mistakes as the original? Would they make new mistakes? I'm sorry. I'm trying not to like anxiety spiral on you guys. Have a good day and shit. There were a lot of things that I didn't like about the original season 4, but these two clips right here, not only were they my favorite clips in the entire season, they were some of my favorite clips in the entire show.